Hey, can I once again just want to share a few words of encouragement? Hopefully, it helps you to get you in your journey or help you to realize that you're actually just stuck in traffic. Now, today, I just want to tell you about breaking through, man, and what it requires or what it entails. And sometimes our breakthrough comes in some unorthodox ways that you couldn't have seen it coming, you couldn't have predicted, but then it happens. And part of this process is surrendering. And when you surrender, this means now that you allow the will of God to run its course. Sometimes we hold on to things, and the more we hold on to things to not allow it to go in the direction that you foresee it's going to go in, that might not be something that you want. The more you hold on, it seems like it pushes you even closer to the inevitable. So I just want to say that when you release and let go, there is change in things that happens around you that will push you to your new level of growth, providing that you continue to work in a progressive manner. Now, let me tell you why I'm saying this. I was reading the scriptures the other day in Matthew's there, I think it was 27, and it was talking about Jesus Christ's death while he was being crucified. And while he was being crucified there, and he was in pain and anguish, he prayed and he asked the Father to receive his spirit. And then they said he yielded up the ghost, right? And then it was over. So now when he yielded up the ghost, this means now that he selectively let go of holding on to life. So now that he can receive his blessing in the life to come, that he would now receive, or that was also predicted that he would have, gotten once he was able to get through his trial. You see, and when this happened, it says that the veil was rent, the dead that was in the grave came out and went and preached into the cities and different things like this. So what was happening here, when the breakthrough came, it's when he released and let go and yield up the ghost. This is when the breakthrough started to trickle down all around you. See, sometimes things happen around you and you don't even realize that things are already stored, already in place. People are already in place to bless you. Opportunities are already stored in order for you to receive. But sometimes we hold on. Sometimes we want to give it that last punch. We want to give it that last jab to see if at some miracle, you might be able to knock out your opponent, or you might be able to acquire what is it that you're striving for. But don't matter how much punches you might have given or thrown, it still wouldn't have knocked out that opponent called trial. Because sometimes those trials are there just to refine you and get you to your next level. You see, and to get to your next level, you have to learn how to trust. You have to learn how to trust God. And when you learn how to trust God, what you're actually doing is to release all level of what you fathom in your head to be controlled to the will of God. You see, because God knows exactly what is it that he's doing, what he has in store for your life. You don't. And it's through a series of desires, you work towards a goal that you feel is what is it that is best for you and that will give you the life that you want. But that might not be a part of God's plan for you. And as a result of that, he creates scenarios that would now cause you to move in a direction towards that inevitable goal that he has already in store for you. All right. So when we say that we trusting in God, this is what we're saying. We're saying that we're no longer going to push for what we foresee to be the best thing for us, but what is it that God has in store for us. So I'm here to say, man, there's a scripture also that tells you that in Proverbs, it says that a man going in his own eyes seemeth to be right. You see, but the Lord ponders his heart or directs his step. Yeah, two scriptures similar to that. So the thing is that the Lord knows what's best for you. And inevitably, he's going to, if he knows that you're heading in a direction that he doesn't want you to go in, he's not going to open the doors. He's not going to clear your path. He's not going to put the right people in place for it to happen. And the more you fight is the more you get into your own way. So I'm here to say that when you find yourself in a situation to where you're putting forth all of your effort and all of your energy into something, and it doesn't seem like it's materializing or manifesting into what is it that you want, then you need to step back and look and see, man, is God really in this? Is this in God's plan for my life? Because not everything that you desire and everything that you want is in God's plan for your life. And you have to now make a decision when you come to that crossroad. And I would suggest to you is to let go, is to surrender. Surrender to the will of God, accept defeat so you can retreat and now formulate a better plan and then advance. And when you do this, you're trusting God and you're calling God on His majesty and letting Him know that, hey, listen, all else have failed for me, and I'm counting on you to clear the path and bring me the deliverance that is it that I seek, that is according to your will. And once you're able to put it in that mindset, then your brain and your spirit is automatically going to start to attract those things that the Lord already had in stored and had in place for you. And this is where you're going to get that random call that's going to open up that door. This is where you're going to bump into that random person that's going to have the resources that you need. This is where you're going to end up in that place that's going to give you the access to things that you need. All right, so I'm here to tell you today, man, that you have to surrender to God and for His will in your life. This is Kanai once again telling you, stop existing and start living. Peace.